Hey everybody, this is Alchemisted, and as you may have noticed, this isn't Dead Space. There's a reason for that. You see, Render Beast has been acting up as of late. Um, at first I thought it was your average gremlin, turn it off, turn it back on. It's been working fine, but over the weekend it's been acting worse and worse, and finally today it decided to send some alarm signals, essentially send some error messages that I'm not too thrilled with. So I'm having to stop and do basically a tune-up on Render Beast. It's been pretty neglected, I'll have to admit, over the course of the past few months of summer. Uh, there's been a lot of drama this summer. There's been a lot going on, and my maintenance of Render Beast just kind of like got lost in the noise. It got put on the back burner. So now I'm making up for some lost time fixing Render Beast, but that means that I'm going to have to push Dead Space to tomorrow, because the length of this defrag is amazing. Um, please defrag your computer every week or every 2 weeks, every month at the least. Um, do not let it go for a while, especially if you make videos, because holy shit, this is taking forever. Um, so, yeah, while this is going on, I will be unable to convert or render videos. I was expecting it to be working. It was working yesterday. So, that's just where we are. Dead Space will be uploaded tomorrow. I might record something a bit extra to go up along with Dead Space, kind of make up for like the lazy Monday I'm having right now because of this. In other news, while I am here, I've also acquired a PlayStation 4. So you're going to expect some PS4 gameplay at some point. I am now set for From Software to release Armored Core 6. If From Software ever decides to release Armored Core 6, or announce it right now, right now, right now, right now, please. Please announce Armored Core 6. I know you're working on it. I know you're working on it. I see you, From Software. I played your games for a long time. I know you're working on Armored Core 6. The kick jump better be there. The drive kick and the kick jump better be there. And the co-op too, because the co-op was great. Me and Veculus had a blast playing through Armored Core Verdict Day. So, please, co-op. Flying kick. Flying kick! Falcon kick! I want my mech Falcon kick. And the kick jump, the Mega Man X kick jump. Like, I'm fine with like boosting being I want boosting as well. I want boost jumps as well, so you can sort of like maintain altitude. But I want kick jumps as well, so that you have an alternative to boost jumping to gain like vertical space or vertical separation, because that just opens the game up to all kinds of cool builds that can happen. If you don't have to worry about your energy capacitor just for flight, which is what everybody worried about it for. So that could open up the game. I'm sorry if you saw me noisily slurping down a drink there. That could open up the game to any number of cool builds if you had like an option for one or the other. Um, so yeah, I really, 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 really want you to announce that. Please, 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 please announce Armored Core 6. Please. What I want. What I want. What I want is Armored Core. Okay? Okay, From? Okay? Okay? I like Verdict Day. I like Verdict Day. I liked Armored Core 5, even though everybody told me I shouldn't. Everybody kept saying it was junk. It's not. I liked it. Like, Armored Core 5 I had the more fun with Armored Core 5 than I ever had with 4, than I ever had with 4 Answer. I rented it. It's alright. Um, I want Armored Core. You can be completely new setting. It can be completely new everything. But I want Armored Core. I want PlayStation 2 Armored Core with better graphics, a new storyline, new setting, new everything, sure. But I want the core mechanics of PlayStation 2 Armored Core, and then you can spin them any way you want. You can leave the radiators out. You can leave the primal armor out too. Like the Minovsky particles everything uses. The Kojima, that's what it's called. Kojima particles. I think. You can leave those out. No primal armor, no assault armor, no Kojima particles. You can keep the Chrome Hounds aesthetic. But just I want to pilot an actual AC again. I don't want to pilot these things aren't ACs. Like, not really. Like, they're not really ACs. The things that I'm piloting right now are like the MTs your consort would be in Armored Core 3. I don't want that. I want an AC. I want to pilot an Armored Core. I'm a Raven. That's what I do. Please. I want Armored Core. And I want Armored Core as Armored Core. I don't want Armored Core as, like, Migrant AC. Or, like, Armored Core as, like, Next with, like, links. I want Armored Core. Please announce Armored Core 6. You know, like, I want to come home. Please announce that. Okay. PlayStation 4, which means that I will now be in a position to record quite a bit of stuff. It also means I have to re-buy Kingdom Hearts. Again. Not happy about that. Please stop re-releasing this fucking game. Please stop. Please stop re-releasing this game, and every re-release you do, oh, this is more story stuff that's essential to understand the convoluted bullshit plot we've weaved. No, it's not! Like, this plot should have never become this convoluted. Why is Sora the Messiah? Why has Sora been turned into, like, some kind of, like, prophesied Messiah when the whole point was to the contrary in Kingdom Hearts 1. I liked his character better then, when it was, like, when he wasn't worthy of the Keyblade at first, but over the course of his journey, he became worthy of it. Like, he was not the Keyblade wielder at the beginning of the game, but he sort of, like, becomes worthy of being the Keyblade wielder, to the point where he's able to just, like, snatch it away from Riku. I want that! That's a cool idea! You know, that's a cool character. You know, that's a character who has developed. You know, you watched this character develop. So the scene where he finally pulls the Keyblade away from Riku and tells him, go to hell, has real meaning to it. But now he's just like a freaking messiah. He's the Sora Jesus. How? No! I don't want Sora Jesus. I don't want Sora Jesus in my Kingdom Hearts, but that's where we are. So you have to understand, and you have to play Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 and 358/2 days. What the fuck? And Birth by Sleep and Chain of Memories and fucking Dream Drop Distance to understand the life stories of the half dozen or so people that make up what we have come to know as the Sora sandwich. All of the minds and consciousnesses that have been, like, fusion dance merged into the being that is Sora. What the fuck is Why? So I have to rebuy these fucking games again. Not happy. Not happy about that. I'll be happy to play them, but fuck. No. I hate that. That's the way that's what you sold the last ones for. I haven't got like the fucking limited edition of Kingdom Hearts 2.5. Now I have to buy 2.8. When this is said and done, I'm gonna own Kingdom Hearts on 3 different fucking consoles. I'm gonna own Kingdom Hearts, both Kingdom Hearts games on the PlayStation 2, 3, and 4. But I have a PlayStation 4, so I'll be in a position to record them. I'll also be in a position to record Final Fantasy VII if it ever comes out. The Final Fantasy VII remake, where they're like going to strip out stuff like Woolmarket and all the funny little things that gave the game the personality it had. The episodic Final Fantasy VII remake, because Square Enix can't like actually make Final Fantasy VII again because that's all people wanted. That's all people wanted. You don't have to make fully 3D backgrounds for this game. Just take the renders. Just take the super high-res renders you have from the first game. Make those pre-rendered backgrounds and high-def models with better music and voice acting. That's all people wanted. That's all people wanted when they were asking for a Final Fantasy VII remake. Pretty it up, add voice acting, add like remastered music, and that was it. People didn't have a problem with the camera angles. People didn't have a problem with the battle system at all. That's all they wanted. That's literally all they wanted. That's all they had to do. What is Tifa's package? I think it is the name of the mod for a PC. That's what people wanted. Okay, you should have just downloaded Tifa's package, installed it to a copy of Final Fantasy VII PC in-house, played through that, and done that. That's what people wanted. But no, we're gonna get Final Fantasy VII abridged, kind of. Well, not abridged, because abridged would be funny. I'm very saddened that they're probably going to be cutting out like a lot of the stuff for Final Fantasy VII. I'm very. Well, they haven't said they were going to be cutting out a lot of stuff, but if they're making the game episodic, there's a density of stuff. Just in Midgar, in the first section of the game, there's a density of stuff that happens that I can see Square Enix going, no. I mean, one of the fucking, like, okay, I'll give you an example. There is a quest early on that involves Cloud cross-dressing. Okay? Now this game is very adult. It deals with very adult themes. One of the places you have to go is a brothel. And there are multiple ways you can get the thing that you need. One of them is getting in a swimming pool with a bunch of potentially naked, very large men. I shit you not. I think you come to with a guy on top of you doing something very dodgy looking to Cloud. You think they're going to make an HD model of that? They're going to animate that? On the PlayStation, that was merely suggestive because of like the weird, like super deformed character models they used. On a PlayStation 4, that scene would have to be explicit with an HD model. You think they're gonna animate that? No. You have to basically like cross-dress Cloud to get into this place. That's not even the only thing you have to do in that brothel, if I remember correctly. So they would have to do that. Then they would have to make a cross-dressed Cloud HD model. Holy shit! You're going to like. Now, it's a different culture in Japan. This would be it would be much less of a thing to have Cloud cross-dressing in Japan, but even so, I can see the executives at Square Enix looking at the storyboards for this and going, no, 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 of course no, no. Woolmarket is a significant chunk of Midgar. You spend a while in Woolmarket preparing for this. It's essentially a town, like a town with a ton of quests in it that you can do, and you spend a while here. You also come back to it occasionally, especially at the end of the game, to get Tifa's ultimate weapon. So this is not a so it's a pretty important part of Midgar, and it's also where you eventually gain access to Shinra headquarters. So yeah, Woolmarket's a pretty significant chunk of Midgar. And I just know they're gonna cut it. I just know that they're just gonna cut it and make it just basically just bum rushing Don Corneo's mansion. Don Corneo kidnaps a 16-year-old girl a good ways into the first disc of Final Fantasy VII and decides to wed her. Again, different culture in Japan. The age of consent is different in Japan. I still don't know if the executives are going to allow that shit. Because that's an optional thing you can do. And I don't know if they're going to go for it. I don't. So yeah, it breaks my heart that this game is getting diced up into episodes, and it's gonna break my heart if it comes to pass that the game itself has so much of what made it such a weird, wonderful, ridiculous experience. Alongside such a sort of a dark adult, mature experience. All of the a bunch of the lighthearted stuff gets ripped out just so they can have Cloud talk like a wash rack. I'm here because I'm getting paid. This is what Cloud sounds like. I want to see Cloud. I want to see Cloud freaking out sitting in a submarine. Cloud, when Cloud first gets into a submarine, he freaks the fuck out because he's afraid of being underwater. He's like, no, can't do this. Nope, not doing it. So they put him at the freaking piloting controls. Say, does this make you feel better? And he's like, he's kind of, yeah. I can do this. I want him to see that. I want the I want them to like crack the stoic facade that Cloud has had since the complication. You know, just like the monotone voice delivery he's always had. You know, it's just he's not a fucking he's not catatonic. He has an emotional range, guys. Like he's not like he's traumatized, but he's not like fucking Vulcan. He's not emotionless. Give him some range. Um, there's also the new Star Ocean game. Fuck that. Fuck that game. Fuck that game. I started streaming Star Ocean 3 like a while ago, and I had to stop because I was having issues with OBS. I might just start recording big chunks of it and putting it on YouTube because commentating over Star Ocean, like without a chat, like without a chat to talk to, keep helping me keep up. Oh my god. Oh, that would be so bad. I like Star Ocean 3 to a point. I like Star Ocean 3 to the twist. And if you've played those of you who played Star Ocean 3 know what the twist is. But Star Ocean 3 is still a fun game after the twist. It's still, like, the gameplay is still great after the twist. Even though the twist is terrible and happens halfway through the game. And then you get to the ending. The end of Star Ocean 3. You can't see it right now, but I'm not very happy just thinking about the ending to this fucking game. It is, the ending to Star Ocean 3 is at once both the most fucking depressing, nihilistic shit ever, and the most ridiculous fucking Care Bear bullshit, like magical Care Bear bullshit I have ever seen. Wow. Just wow. And they're still rolling with it. They're still rolling with it. Of course, it's not helped. You know, it's certainly not helped by the fact that if you pay attention to like science, like if you pay attention to science, like as of late, um, and you like so like as of late, the scientific understanding of the nature of reality is such. Reality is a projection of information off of a curvature of space-time. So, take a ball. So, take a soccer ball and make it a straight line. You just see like a checkered line, but take the line beneath it that is space-time that it's sort of floating off of. Wrap that into a circle, and the ball gets wrapped into what you perceive to be a soccer ball. That's kind of how reality works. Is space and time are two-dimensional curvature, and what we perceive as reality is a projection of information off of that curvature. That's kind of how it works. So the possibility... I needed to take a drink before saying this. The possibility does exist that this is a simulation. This is a simulated universe. It is possible. Possible. Does not mean likely. Does not mean is. It's possible. A lot of things are possible. But the possibility, according to science, according to scientists, does exist. So, now I hate Star Ocean 3 even fucking more for calling it. But, yeah. The ending of Star Ocean 3 sucks. I hate it. Maybe I should play the game again. Maybe I haven't beaten the game in a long time. The last time I beat it was in high school. So maybe I should play that game again just to give it a fair shake. Now that I'm grown up and such. In theory. Not really. But yeah, PlayStation 4. And Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which I may have talked about in a few videos. Productivity really has come to a standstill as a result of this fucking game. There are so many reasons I should not like this game as much as I do. It's frustrating. For one, my family's been hearing me screaming at this fucking game. Day in, day out. Screaming Nail at the top of my lungs, especially. Because Nail is an idiot, and he dies quickly. I mean, he's up against Frieza in the Ginyu Force, so fair enough, but still. Nail. I've got this. Go get the Dragon Balls so we can end this quicker. I'm sick of fucking protecting Guru's house. I'm so fucking sick of it. But right now what I'm trying to do is get through the expert missions. And this might be something that I record. I might record some of this for tomorrow. Because fuck expert mission. Which is it? I don't even think I'm at the expert mission that people say is impossible. I think people are saying like 15. I might be at 13 or 14 right now. And it's one where you have to fight multiple bosses in succession. And, like, I get to Cell, who is the second guy that you have to fight. And the mission either breaks, or he brainwashes, like, my entire team, and it's fucking over. Like, if your whole team gets brainwashed, it's over. Retry. Okay, if you're offline, retry. I tried to get this working online. I could never find a party playing this fucking expert mission. So I might try this. I might have to try it offline. Also, connectivity is a problem with this game. It's a big problem with this game. Like, half the time, quests drop. So even if I did find a party, there's a good chance I'll just get dropped from it. Which is great. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to try this offline, and I don't want to. Like, I want to do this with players who know what they're doing and not with AIs who get brainwashed constantly. Because once your AIs are brainwashed, that's it. Players can, like, win the like, internal struggle against their, like, evil doppelganger. Like, they can beat their doppelganger quickly and, like, come back. AIs can't. You have to stop and, like, beat them up. Which means that you're taking up valuable time to, like, restore them to their sanity. And then they get brainwashed again. All of them. Because they just fucking swarm him like crazy. They just bum rush them like crazy and they all get brainwashed. And now you're just fucked. You're fucked. There isn't enough time in the timer to deal with this shit. Oh. And that's when they don't do shit like teleport outside the map boundaries to release like the fucking like their massive ball to like shoot their massive balls at you. That's especially if you're on Supreme Kai's planet, like which is too small. The map is too small for them to do that on, so they will always glitch outside the map boundary when they do that. These missions are so broken. I'll probably record one or two, at least, for tomorrow. They're bad. They're busted. This defrag is going to take forever. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to record some Xenoverse 2, and I am going to chill. I do think this is 7 minutes Yeah, it's about 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to render this out really quick. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.